Hello, future professionals. Welcome to our day 12 of Top 100 Coding Question Analysis. Today, we are challenged with the question to generate the hash value, that is the cipher text for the message given by the user. Before we start coding, we must know what is hashing. Hashing is the method which translates a message or a string to cipher text that is not understandable by anyone. Then, the only way to understand the message is to decipher the ciphered message. Let's practice using pen and paper method. We have been given a hash table which will help us in ciphering and deciphering process, that is hashing and dehashing process. We have been given with a message, that is A1, B2 and C3, right? Now we are asked to cipher and decipher this message. Let me take the message which is A1, B2, C3. This is original message. Now let me cipher this text. I shall refer to the hash table and find the respective hash value. This is and 1 is x, b is slash, 2 is y, c is percentage, 3 is z. This is my cipher text. That is nothing but hash text, right? Now in order to decipher this text, I will have to refer to the same hash table, but this time I'll have to reverse engineer, wherein to decipher we have to refer to the hash value and find its corresponding character. So Anne's character is A, X is deciphered to 1, slash is deciphered to B, Y is deciphered to 2, percentage is deciphered to C, Z is deciphered to 3, right? This is our deciphered text. Now that we have practiced using pen and paper method, we shall try understanding the way of implementation. We will be given a function that provides us with the hash value for both alphabets and numbers, which we will use to cipher the original text and also use it to decipher the ciphered message. We shall use ASCII values for alphabets to find the indexes of their hash value and numbers directly to find the index of their hash value. Now that we have understood the way of implementation of the hash program, we shall start coding. Let's try understanding this code. First, we have been given with the function, that is codes, where we have two hash tables referred by alpha code and number code, which are nothing but tuples, where it has the hash values from 0 to 25 for alphabets and 0 to 9 for number codes. This function returns the alphabet hash table and the numbers hash table. Next, we have the getUserInput function, where we get the message from the user and store it in the variable message. This function returns the variable message. Next, we have the function hash, which gets the parameter message, the alphabet hash table and the number hash table. Here we declare an empty string to the variable hash. And now for every character present in the message, we check whether the character is alphabet. If it is alphabet, we get the ASCII number and subtract 97 from the ASCII number, as A's ASCII value starts at 97. When we subtract 97, we get the value 0, that is assigned to the index number. When we access the element that is present in the alpha code at the index 0, we get the hash value of A. Now that we have found the hash value of A, we shall concatenate it to the hash string. Next, if the character is numeric, then we directly use the character, convert it to integer data type, and we assign it to the index number. Now that we have the index number, let's get the hash value by getting the element present at the index number in the hash code table, which will be concatenated to the hash string. Else, if there is a space, we just add the space. This function hash returns the string hash. We have the decipher message which gets the parameters hash value, alpha code, and number code. In order to decipher the message, we must have the basic understanding of the hash table. Let's get the basic understanding of the hash table. Here we see that number code, the hash values for numbers are alphabet. So whenever we encounter an alphabet in the ciphertext, we understand that this is the hash value for numbers. And whenever we encounter symbols, we have to understand that these are the hash values for the alphabets. Now that we have got the basic understanding, let's try to decipher the message. For every character present in the ciphertext, we check whether it is a space. If it is a space, we just add the space. If it is an alphabet, we know that it is a hash value for numbers. So we check for the index of the character present in the number code, that is number hash table, and we add it to the message string. Next, if it is a symbol, we get the index of the character from the alpha code and add 97 to it to get the corresponding ASCII number. When we have the ASCII number, we use the CHR method to get the corresponding character, which will be then added to the message. This function, decipher, returns the message variable. Now we have understood all our functions. Let's try understanding the calling methods. Here we call the getUserInput function, which returns a message which we store in the message variable. Next, we call the function codes, which gives us two tables, that is hash table for alphabet and hash table for numbers, which are stored in alpha and numbers respectively. Here we call the function hash and pass the arguments message, alpha, and numbers, where it returns us the ciphertext which we store in the hash value variable. And next we print the hash value. Next we call the decipher message, where we pass the hash value, alpha, and numbers. This returns the decipher text which we store in the decipher message variable, and then we print the decipher message. Let's now run the program. The program is asking me to enter a message. Let me enter A1, B2, C3. It gives me the hash value of the message that I have entered, and it also deciphers the message. So we have successfully completed our program. I hope you would have got the best out of this video. I recommend you subscribing our channel to get more such interesting videos.